Hello, everybody. Dialectic Diabetic here again. How many of you guys have ever been to a social gathering? You know, graduation party, whatever the case, things like that. That you decide that night, hey, I'm gonna kind of let my hair down a little bit, have a little bit of fun, drink some beers, and you know, eat things that I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna have a good time. And people kind of look at you like with a judgmental eye, or even talk to you about those kind of things, telling you shouldn't do these things and everything like that, as they're eating a big old slice of cake and downing it with a soda. Um, it's very frustrating to me, um, very annoying because sometimes like I bust my butt during the week, um, and on weekends all the time. I just got done with a workout, um, but I stick to a strong diet all the time. I work out all the time. Sometimes when I was on the crew, guys would go out to eat lunch or whatever at this awesome Mexican food place when I lived back in New Mexico, and I wouldn't even go in because I knew I was gonna have a cheat meal. It was gonna be real bad, and I wasn't in a position to have a cheat meal at that point in time. Um, so I missed you. You give up a lot when you're trying to take care of yourself and everything like that, and when you decide to let your hair down, people kind of look at you sideways, even family members, everything like that, and it's very frustrating. Um, Having that support from your family is and friends is key to your success of starting this diet and everything like this. Unless you're kind of like me and have just some weird willpower, self motivating kind of thing, it's super hard. Even for myself, it's hard sometimes. Um, One thing I can recommend to like family members and stuff, especially with like kids with diabetes. It's got to be really hard for a kid. I know it's hard for an adult, but it's got to be real hard for a kid. Seeing their friends eating all kinds of popsicles and drinking the sodas and all that stuff, and the kid just can't eat the brownies and whatnot. Um, it really helps if the whole family kind of buys into a little bit of a healthier routine, a day to day deal. That really sets a good example for a kid or just somebody who's struggling to get in shape or get you know healthier. One thing that really helps is keep that stuff. Try to keep the majority of that stuff out of the house. I know it's hard because you don't have a disease. You want to have the brownies and chips and all this other mess. But keep it at a minimum. Use an out of sight, out of mind routine. Because I don't think about eating ice cream or candies or anything like that until I see it. And I'm like, ooh, dark chocolate Milky Way. Hey, bud. And it's really really hard. I mean, luckily I have a good enough self motivating kind of thing to say no and willpower and all this stuff. I mean, anybody that knows me, it's been to any of my houses that I've lived in over the years, knows that my wife keeps a lot of tasty treats everywhere all the time. And it's really hard. My treat is like a protein granola bar with like 10 grams of carbs in it. I mean, that's my treat. But yeah, it's really hard for someone that needs to get in good health, and they see all this stuff just laying around. I mean, it's going to be hard for you too because you're going to have to give it up a little bit, but then you're going to get healthier too. So it's a win-win as far as I'm concerned. But that support really goes a long way and can make somebody jump on track and get going real good. You know, um, you know, remember too that diabetics, we aren't robots. Okay. Um, we are gonna have we're people. We have our vices. We have our taste of what we want to do, and everything like that. But as long as the person's trying, um, and really, really, truly giving it a good chance of survival, you know, don't be too hard on. We understand that family gets concerned. Okay, family and friends get concerned really bad, and that is awesome, and we get it. But also understand when you come out of diabetic like that, our emotions when our sugars are doing things, sometimes it gets a little crazy. We like I for instance, when my sugar's high, I don't want to be around anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. I get upset um, over things that I shouldn't be upset about. And when my sugar's low, I'm just freaking out. That's just everybody, every diabetic I know. When the sugar starts getting low, it's just like gotta eat, gotta eat, gotta eat. And you only need maybe like 10, 15 grams of carbs to get your sugar back right. But we freak out. And next thing you know, we're eating, half a tub of ice cream, and then all of a sudden, like, sugar goes away. It goes way up there, and I can't explain it, but that's the way that we kind of do things. Um, and it for me personally, even when my sugar's good, my emotions aren't running rampant and things like that. It's really annoying to me when somebody's sitting there, like I said earlier, eating a big piece of chocolate cake with a side of ice cream and downing it with a soda or something like that, and I decide I'm gonna have a 6 pack tonight. And they're over here in my business just telling me, oh, you shouldn't be having that. You're gonna die and blah blah blah. Yeah, well, all that stuff that you do daily as a normal person is gonna affect you in the long run too. Okay, just you don't have a disease. That's it. Okay, now if the diabetic's just not even trying, or somebody's not even trying that needs to be healthier, and you're concerned, go up there and ask them about it. Just talk to them. Don't come up there and tell them and start pointing in their chest, telling them, yeah, you need to do this and that and the other. Talk about it. You know, don't make it like an intervention thing and make person uncomfortable and all this other mess. Just talk about it. I mean, that's all you got to really do. Um, but for the people that need to get healthier, try look up these diets. Don't play the victim on it. I mean, we got this disease. No rhyme, reason why. Whatever. Type 1s, we just got it. Type 2s, you ended up getting it too. Get on that diet. Look up something that works for you. Talk to your doctors. Talk to a nutritionist. Talk to a fitness trainer. Get things going. Me personally, it was just, meeting people by chance and talking to a lot of people, got a chiropractor that helped me out a lot with my diet and stuff like that. And my doctor now got me on this pump and everything. And, with the diet, the pump, and the exercise, it's been great. I've been doing really well. But, that family and friend support is huge. Please, if you are living with a diabetic, be patient with them. One, because of the mood swings and all this stuff, where it gets a little funny sometimes, and we may say or do things that we don't really mean. We just kind of amped up in the moment or whatever. But remember, we're not robots. Okay, we are gonna have fun. We are gonna do things that from time to time that we probably shouldn't. And if you have a vice or something as a diabetic that you're really struggling with, your friends might be able to help. Find somebody that can help you with that, because health is wealth, guys. You're gonna you want to not only live a lot longer but feel better as you're living. Like, you could live with a blood sugar of 250, 300. You can live with that. Not as long, And with the blood sugar that high, you're going to feel like crap all the time. I mean, you're not going to be present in the moment to really enjoy, like, kids, wife, or just yourself, you know? Um, so, family, friends, please support your diabetic person in your life or anybody who has some sort of health condition. Be there for them. Don't dictate to them what they need to do, but just be there for them. And if they decide that they're going to have fun one night, let them. Just watch them. But guys, it's really frustrating. Yesterday I was at a party and I had a couple beers, and I was eating. They had tacos, and I was eating the taco stuff, the meat, the carne, and all that other mess inside. I was eating it in a bowl with just some salsa on it, and this person had a big old piece of cake with like 4 tacos right on the dang plate with a soda, and she was telling me she was telling me how I shouldn't be drinking a beer. Like, come on, you know, you're doing everything wrong for your health and it's going to affect you later, but you want to tell me all the stuff I do during the week that I'm doing bad? Not happening. And diabetics, don't try to argue with people about that stuff because they don't understand. I'm sorry, normal people out there, but you don't understand what it's like with the sugars and everything like that, the feelings and all this other mess. Just take it with a grain of salt if you can and move on about it. Life's good, man. Get your sugars right. You can go on hikes with your family. You can go fishing. You can go hunting. You can play sports. Do all that stuff with people you love and just have an amazing time with it. But it's up to you. Family, support them in the ways that I said. Try to keep that stuff away from them. Out of sight, out of mind. I don't see the brownie, I don't want the brownie. I see the brownie, I want the brownie, kind of thing. But just be supportive. Be there for them. You guys be great. Later.